Look at you.
Look at me.
Okay, let's talk about what's going on with HHN New York
Today.
Kevin!
You know, we went to a Chinese buffet earlier.
Okay guys, we are back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2024 update. We got some big news. HHN is coming to New York City. It's also annual Passholder Appreciation Night, so we're gonna show off all those fun little offerings, a bunch of construction updates. There's a lot of stuff happening. So guys, on that note, it's time to talk about the HHN shirt of the day, a classic, Sweet 16, HHN 2006. So on that note, let's roll one of the creepiest commercials of all time.
Turn 16. 4 of the most horrifying figures return to Universal Studios for a Halloween homecoming you won't want to miss. Come, celebrate the nightmare. Halloween Horror Nights hotel and ticket packages start at just $79. Spend the night and see if you can handle 4 times the fear. To book your package, call now or visit HalloweenHorrorNights.com.
Okay, welcome back. We gotta get in line to get into the annual Passholder night. Last year's was honestly kind of a mess, and it's always a mess just to kind of get a reservation because most people did not get a reservation for this thing. Luckily, I was able to get one, but I know people who were waiting like 3 to 5 hours to try to get in to this night. Well, let's show you what's in there.
I'm confused on where the line is and how do we get in. It looks like we're gonna be looping into the Blue Man Group building. UOAP nights, August 16th and 17th, presented by Coca-Cola. Welcome. Slowly getting there. Passholder exclusive event. We're all lined up here, and then we'll enter in over here by Rip Ride Rocket. They have a DJ out here. All right, so we checked in. They give us a wristband, and then also the exclusive annual pass holder neon magnet that you can only get here during these 2 nights. So you cannot pick it up anywhere else. You have to come to the event to pick this up. You excited for this little magnet, aren't you, you little minion?
Crunch time right now, the sun is going down. So we gotta try to do the whole loop, see all the construction updates during the daytime, and there should be some lighting effects happening tonight. So I wanna see how HHN, all the scare zones look during the nighttime.
Everybody's camped out at 5 and dime to pick up the clock tower button. You can just pick it up any day. It's not exclusive to the event. See what's new going on over here at Battery Park. Looks like they've set up some more electrical. You can see the cables are now being run from the light to right there to then the back of the bar. So again, we're gonna have 6 bars here. They've also added these little stages, and they've added, the Pardon Our Dust signs on them. So there's one right there, and then over here is another one. They have a special UOAP light up photo op over here. Come over to the market. They've unwrapped everything, so they're starting to place everything, for the culinary team to cook. But they have added over here a register stand. It's themed to fit in with the building. Okay, so you'll purchase your food, they'll tear your ticket, because it was kind of a cluster last year, how it was, laid out for the walking tacos. So I think you'll pay over here.
Okay, so when they announced this night, they were like, we'll have your favorite characters. And I was like, it'll only be our favorite characters if Cabbie is here. I think he's back. Let's see. I know they moved his cab over to New York by the Ghostbusters quick service. Is the man, the myth, the legend. Robbie, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
How are all the cabbies doing right now?
Well, it's few and far between.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Will we see any other cabbies pop up?
Well, tonight it's Labby.
Okay.
And I tonight.
Oh, the duo.
Yeah.
Well, we got to ask, what's your drink of choice right now?
Little H2O.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
Because the caffeine was just like earlier in the day. I was just like, it's too much. Especially the caffeine over in the Today Show Cafe. That's the best coffee.
Oh, it hits the spot.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, I gotta say Universal, if Cabbie's come out, I might get a little emotional seeing him come out, because I have not seen Cabbie since that last final day.
In the meantime, let's pop into Sahara Traders and we'll go over the new newspapers that have been added. Here it is. The new stuff has been added. We can finally see the idol in there. It's glowing. All right, so it's time to go over this set of newspapers up here first.
Okay, the first article says this: the local warehouse reopens after roof collapse repaired. During the last major storm surge, Randall Signs and Salvage suffered some major infrastructure damage. This damage, thankfully, was contained. No one was hurt. The biggest loss was their collection of vintage signs and old New York salvage building materials, a lot of one-of-a-kind pieces lost to the ravage of water damage and rust while others may be damaged. The next article says this: giant rats terrorize midtown toilets and pizzerias. With the continued construction plaguing this city's infrastructure, many believe this is what we get for progress. Screams at night as whiskers are seen emerging from residents, porcelain thrones, small gifts left by these new visitors all over your bathroom floor, and even missing slices of pizza have become commonplace in the city that never sleeps. Upon closer inspection, the reports coming in seem consistent with the scale of said rodent being something only heard of. It's like pizza rat is now climbing through toilets. And then the other side of the article says this: and if they can't control the population, extreme measures may need to be taken. A town hall will be held this Monday as the events continue. Remember, it all started with ... And then over here, this article says, continued renovations at current museum and Fifth Avenue stations push forward. This week, plans have changed which stations were getting maintenance projects off the ground. Due to the recent explosion of water leaks and overgrowth, the museum station has been chosen to be the first in line for the city's dedication to synergistic integrity and keeping our public transit running at full steam. With the addition of these new structural issues, the timeline to repair and update the station has shifted, and no clear deadline has been given at this time. Once construction starts, the use of this stop may be impacted, and reliance on it is ill-advised. Alternate route and stops included. As you know, on the Tribute Store poster, we saw there was a subway car. So I think, again, we're going to be going through maybe a subway station in New York for the Tribute Store. And it sounds like there might be some cameos from Pizza Rat.
There's definitely more foliage that has popped up. It's growing. Is it growing from here? This is what we were thinking. There's more foliage popping up within inside, so that's not good. Something is being unleashed. We saw it was released in Central Park. On top of this journal, they've also added another note and then another news clipping. And then over here, there's gonna be a book of Hamlet, so I wonder if this has any representation to what we're gonna see happen within the Tribute Store. So this is gonna be a memo from the Museum of Antiquities to all museum staff. Please refrain from leaving half-open deliveries in this area of the museum. Having had a myriad of issues with theft and breakage, we would like to rule out simple misuse of time as the culprit. If you are found to be leaving half-finished shipments in the future, penalties will incur. And then this article also says, collision at the port attributed to superstitions. 3 shipping vessels collided last week as crews became riled up due to flowers suddenly growing within the cargo hold. As well-known superstition that flowers on a ship are bad luck got tested when the crew of the HMS Friday, a now defunct cruise liner, witnessed a weird event as their cargo hold began sprouting bushes, vines, flowers, and trees at an alarming rate. The cargo manifest clearly stated the delivery of crates of greenery to the Museum of Antiquities, so the event has been chalked up to a publicity stunt. Although 3 vessels involved took some damage, many ... we don't know what's happening next. And then over here it says, super ants threaten snack shops worldwide. Breaking news in the world of snack cakes, millions of prepackaged items were attacked by ants. With the rise of deforestation, ants have been spreading into the city all around the globe. One group of ants fell victim to radioactive runoff, which gave them more than a little ... I wonder if the radioactive runoff is going to be from BizCon. As we know, for Slaughter Cinema 2, the radioactive runoff from BizCon is creating zombie clowns. Next update will be on Friday for the Ghostbusters Firehouse. The menu board is all lit up. We got blue up there, adding to the frozen texture of the whole booth.
I mean, I cannot wait to see my boy. I feel like it's like Christmas Eve right now when I'm waiting for Santa.
Well, look what the cat dragged in over here.
Can you imagine?
Look at you.
Look at me.
You are, look how stylish you look.
Here. Yes.
Well, how's life? What's going on?
It's great. I've been so busy. I've been a cab driver around the world. Also doing some space exploration. Space cabbie, you know.
Space cabbie,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know if your viewers have seen a space cabbie. But
What's your favorite souvenir you picked up so far?
oh, that little boo, just like what you have on your shoulder there, you know. It's the best souvenir.
We want a little cabbie.
Cabbie on my shoulder, looking at me.
Well, the neon doesn't say Mel's dying, it just say Lel's driving. Beetlejuice is here.
Hey, you losers want a picture?
Lots of cameras on you today.
Come on!
I missed you. How you been?
Dead.
Now we're going into the horror and makeup show. Something's happening. So they have a special photo op on the horror and makeup stage. You can grab a prop. She's literally doing the splits right now.
Are you gonna do the splits?
I can stand up 1 foot. Does that work? What do you have in here?
Some spare limbs. You always need spare limbs.
Are these pass holders who forgot to pay?
Yes.
I thought we were supposed to talk about that.
I'll hold a leg or an arm. I want to go loop around and go see Beetlejuice again.
I've missed you. It hasn't been the same.
Oh, no, you've been too poor and going, oh, I'm going to Hollywood. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So the question for you today, Beetlejuice, is tell us one thing you love about pass holders and then one thing you hate about them.
This is going to get political. All right.
Yeah.
I love the pass holders. I think they're amazing. I love it when they leave.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love watching them leave. That's positive and negative.
Okay, I got to see two of my favorite characters, Beetlejuice and Cabbie. You know what, Universal, you did very good so far. Last year, it was kind of a mess, the annual pass holder night, but I've had a blast so far. Universal, for just bringing back Cabbie for tonight, I'm gonna stop complaining about the Blumhouse Scare Zone vinyl stickers.
They do have City Station at 9:30 for the guests.
Okay, let's talk about what's going on with HHN New York. Jimmy Fallon announced this last night.
A big announcement, and it's gonna scare the hell out of you.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, welcome back. So we'll be talking a little bit more about that a little later in the video.
They have a photo op with one of the animal actors, pigs over there. Oh man, like 2 weeks from now, we're actually gonna be walking through here with all the fog, all the scare actors, and everybody's getting so hyped. Here's a better look at how the photo op looks during the nighttime. It's just sad the tribute store is closed right now. I can't go in. Time to meet the original icons. Oh my gosh, look at them. Oh, it is great to see you two. And you are dressed up for the spooky season. I love it. I love it. And the teeth, look at your teeth. You're scary. You're scary there, Woody. And Winnie, your hair. Look at your, oh, look at that to the side. They did a really good job. But you didn't want to be Frankenstein's monster? Or you watched the movie and she doesn't love Frankenstein's monster. She wants Dracula, right? You got the swagger. You got the swagger. I gotta look at Kong over the New York Public Library. That is a shot right there. They do have still performers out. I don't know what they're giving out. Twilight Tavern is not lit up really, but they have lit up the Twisted Taters. Oh, look over here. We can see the little doghouse and the eyes are now illuminated. They have a DJ outside. They have a photo op with Sprite Chill. They have a little photo op with this neon sign, UOAP night. Cool to see fireworks going off wherever you are within the park now. Look at it all shoot off. Then you got the drones that are popping up over there. There's the globe. There's the Universal Globe right there.
Okay, we're over by Jimmy Fallon right now, so we might as well talk about the rest of the information for the HHN Jimmy Fallon house that's coming.
So Jimmy tweeted out this: "My dreams, your nightmares. Universal and I are teaming up to present to you Jimmy Fallon's Tonightmares, coming to Rockefeller Center this Halloween season starting September 20th. Concept art is interesting. There's a little hashtag the panda right there. So if you go to the website, they're going to be having a wait list for tickets. Tickets are going to go on sale on August 22nd. So there's a little more information about the experience. Jimmy Fallon's Tonightmares. Step into a haunted maze experience like no other with Jimmy Fallon's Tonightmares for a limited time. Rockefeller Center is home to 10 spine-chilling rooms that bring Jimmy's nightmares to life." And then there's also more information about it. Step into an all-new haunted maze. Jimmy Fallon's Tonightmares promises an unforgettable night of fright and thrill, perfect for groups of friends and families seeking a truly unique adventure in New York. This is the ultimate labyrinth of fear you don't want to miss. His nightmares, your reality. As you venture through each meticulously crafted area, prepare to encounter an array of sinister characters, run from a deranged and diabolical mad scientist, malfunctioning murder robots, a terrifying werewolf, and other nightmarish creatures. Each room is more horrifying than the last, with unnerving surprises lurking around every corner. Then the website also says seasonal and exclusive events. An all-new haunted house maze experience open on select nights from September 20th until October 31st. Get your tickets now to Jimmy Fallon's Tonightmares. Are you brave enough to face his fears? Then there's more information. The experience is going to be around 10 minutes long. It's not recommended for children under 14 years old. There's no costumes or masks allowed. The venue is ADA compliant. It'll be located at Rockefeller Center. The tickets are going to start at $36.90, and then it's going to run from September 20th until October 31st. So I don't know if it's worth the trip, but it is designed by teams at Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights, because Nate Stevenson tweeted out this: "I'm so thrilled for this to finally announce. It was such an honor to serve as the show director of this exciting project. It has been an incredible journey collaborating with the team here in Orlando, our partners in New York, and Jimmy Fallon himself to bring his vision to life. Truly humbled by the opportunity to contribute to something so special, and I can't wait to unveil it to the world." And then one of the questions asks, can you take photos or record the experience? And they say, feel free to take photos and share them. When taking photos, please make sure not to disturb other customers or performers. Lighting equipment is not permitted, nor is flash photography. Professional equipment and tripods are not permitted.
Okay, I don't think Jimmy Spheres are actually in there. If Jimmy Spheres were actually in there, they would have RuPaul in there for the RuPaul interview, and then also another room would just be Conan O'Brien.
About 1 block. That's the 5 and dime.
Since we hadn't seen you, there's some rumors you're going to become an evil cab driver, be the HHN icon.
Oh yeah, it could happen. Absolutely. Well, why not? You have Jack the Clown. Maybe you have Labby the zombie cabbie. You like that?
I like it.
All right, crunch time. We got 30 minutes left. We gotta go get pizza fries and also meet Frank the Pug from Men in Black. But on that note, you know what time it is. It's a Murdy tweet time.
John Murdy tweeted out this: "Sorry for the lack of updates. In the grind of HHN production day and night as we race to the finish line. Tonight we start rehearsals for the first of the houses, Monstros 2, The Nightmares of Latin America. I'm bringing my dog with me." So they're starting rehearsals. This is exciting.
Okay, welcome back. Okay, we're trying to make it over to Frank the Pug.
Here comes Frank. Frank is here. Oh my gosh, look at him. They have Frank the Pug meeting right now with some Men in Black agents. How are you doing today, agents?
Excellent. How's it going, partner?
Good. How's Frank treating you?
Well, he's behaving himself. You know, we went to a Chinese buffet earlier, so he's a little mellowed out right now.
There you go. All nice words from Frank today, right?
All nice words from Frank. He's getting spoiled, man. He's gonna want one of these at the office all the time.
All the time. People are running around with t-shirts with his face on, and it's great.
Frank is the true galactic defender right there.
All right, met Frank the Pug. That was great. Now we got pizza fry time. We got like 10 minutes. I gotta get to Louis, get some pizza fries. I got the lights on for Nightmare Fuel.
Now the stage over here, when we saw the speakers, they've now put the speakers on stands over where the bar is going to be over here. All right, we're in the Blumhouse Scare Zone. Would you just look at how they brought Cabby back today? Would you just look at how they brought him back? Oh, there's so many annual pass holders that were happy.
Looks like they have new tile work for the Alcatraz bar. I guess it is going to be opening pretty soon.
All right, we're hopping into Louis. Louis, please don't be closed. We got 10 minutes to go.
No more pizza fries. I'm gonna have to wait 2 more weeks. Let's see if there's any more HHN updates happening out here.
Over here by where the archery is, they've added all sorts of different targets, different apples, different pineapples, little pumpkins. There's a little onion for Shrek. They've also added little arrows, right? This arrow has pierced the apple back there. Some more barrels with like a pumpkin right there. We have electrical cables powering the coals now. These will illuminate. You can see the cord right there to the bull that's gonna be roasting someone. Over here by the breaking wheel, you can see they've added some ravens or crows up there on top of the sign. And if you come over here, they've tarped it up a little bit more than yesterday. We have some boxes. So look over here, there's a little mouse right there. Here's a better shot of how the firehouse is gonna look during the nighttime. $25, we have the UAAP hat, the retro design. Bye, Cabby. Final words for the annual pass holder night.
All right. Well, if I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Made a city walk. You can get a real good view during the nighttime about how much construction they still need to do inside there. We are here at the Deck Coconut Club. Now, if you remember I was telling you about, we're gonna be getting kind of like, you know, like a Vamp 85 or 95 little scare zone. Well, it looks like it's popping up here at the Coconut Club, featuring Blumhouse for some reason. And then they got the banners for Blumhouse. So it's kind of weird. You're like shoving this IP in everywhere. Feels like we're at Disney. Looks like there's some sort of like spider web or something on the window.
Okay, it is a toasty one. Let's go back to the office.
Okay, guys, we are back, and Cabby is back, kind of. They brought him back for the annual pass holder appreciation night for, you know, last night, and then tonight, when you guys are watching this, if you're going to the event, Cabby will be there. So go to New York City, go take a photo with him. It's just kind of like a temporary little thing. The annual pass holders love Cabby so much, so they brought him back just for these special nights. He's still gone, but they will kind of bring him back for these special, you know, annual pass holder nights, which is great. So we still kind of get a little bit of Cabby in our life, but just things are not the same, right, when you walk into Universal Studios. And
and now you're just kind of greeted with a bunch of team members with giant ping pong paddles trying to get you to sign up for a credit card. It's just not the same. I wish they brought back Cabbie. You know, all of our voices were heard loud and clear when we, you know, kind of petitioned to keep Cabbie. So Universal kind of realized how important, you know, Cabbie is to us. So that's why they brought him out for the annual pass holder night. But Cabbie's doing well, which is good. I'm glad we got to see him. This annual pass holder night worked a lot better than last year's. Last year's it was at Islands of Adventure. I left halfway through the night. I just did not enjoy it. Just the layout and what was being offered. I felt like it being inside Universal Studios, it worked a lot better. There's so many different entertainment offerings. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family.
Because I'm going to keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon. Come on!
Hey, no, 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 hey, no.
Loving
Not really. Yeah, that's